Hello. How's everyone doing today?
Good.
Well, that's good. Because I can't hear, like, anything. Okay, hold on a moment. How are you like this? Okay, cool. So, everyone except for Anya, you wake up to the smell of roasted vegetables and the slow sizzle of some fish cooking in the dining room. You hear some people laughing and yelling. Could everyone make a perception check? As you wake up, you
Sound,
feel invigorated, like you leveled up. You already took care of
sound,
yourself.
sorry.
What?
So continue.
No, yeah, roll perception.
Sound, smell,
Roll
sound, smell, sight.
Sound.
24.
24. Okay.
That's that's
18.
21.
12.
12.
18.
18. Everyone but Seth near. He's a bit tired. He's still sleeping. You kind of hear some lupins growling.
I'm gonna hear that and pause and go, "What the hell?"
I'm
gonna
probably
put
get
on my
dressed.
sack
I'm gonna get dressed
You
and probably
put on
see
your
what's
sack.
going on.
and
and also the rest of my clothing.
Okay, hopefully you did that.
Yeah,
Oh,
I get
the-
dressed and head.
The sun is shining brightly on this brand new day. And the day is... Stop.
It's very disconnected.
Yeah.
I think Carr still thinks he's talking.
No, he's doing something.
Okay.
The date is the 22nd of the month of Frost.
Neat.
Awesome.
All right, so who's doing what? Anya, I'll get to you in just a moment.
I'm gonna go talk to Nick.
I'm heading downstairs to see what's going on.
You walk over to Nate and you see him going out of his room and heading downstairs. Well, not really downstairs, it's more like down the hall.
I follow him.
He's dressed in a new outfit, by the way, just to reference.
Okay.
I'll also follow.
Nate
I'll
looks
chill in my
superiorly
room and
edgy
take some notes.
in his new outfit.
Nate is. Nah, he looks rather nice actually. He's wearing a scholar's cloak with a hood and that has gold lining on it.
Just kidding. He looks pretty good actually. So
He looks like he's keeping himself well for once.
As he's walking down the hall, I'm gonna say, "Oi, Nate!"
I'm going to look back and ask with red eyes. Yes.
I want you to make something for me, please.
What do you need? What do you need us to make?
He pulls out the Nosk sickle, and he says, "I want you to turn this into."
Can I roll investigation to see if Nathan can actually?
you may.
Alright. That's a 24.
What was the investigation roll for?
To figure out if Nathan can actually make this thing into a short sword with the tools he has alone.
The Nosk sickle.
You know that theoretically, I mean, with enough forging, you could probably turn it into something. But it could probably be more useful if you had someone who is skilled in natural things.
Well, it appears that we could try our best. It appears that we might have a chance with this, but you'd be better off with someone who's good at biological factors. We're rather good at metals, as it were, and this is a bit. This could be a bit out of our league, unfortunately.
Okay. You know, I think I know someone who can do that kind of stuff.
Understood.
I'm gonna head past him to the breakfast buffet with my staff.
And he's gonna follow. Nathan's gonna follow.
So is everyone going to the dining room? Anyone?
No. I'm staying in my room to take some notes from the previous day.
Most definitely food.
Well,
Nathan
know
looks
that-
at Seth near now.
No, go on.
I was gonna say, Nathaniel's gonna look at Seth and say, "Ah, Seth, there, glad to know that you had a good rest."
He yawns a massive, like, head-swallowing yawn and says, "Yep."
I hope your new gold fares you well as well. And he pats your gold pouch before he keeps walking.
Nathan kind of stares at that. Wonders briefly where it came from, shrugs, and goes eat breakfast.
His new 50 gold.
What did I miss?
Well, I nearly died, so nothing much.
Uh,
Oh, and oh yes, and Stephanie was technically awake for this, but there was the thing where we got paid after we dealt with the rebellion. We traveled back.
oh yeah. Good talk. Proceeds to eat.
So,
Actually, who's in the dining room?
I was about to say, funny thing, when you get to the dining room, you see very few things you can eat, actually. Hold on a moment. I don't think this is going to work if I keep pressing tab for this push-to-talk thing. But anyways, when you get into the dining room, you see the administrator, Dakari, Greycoat, Bernardi, Benassi, and Rakast. They're all sitting in a room and enjoying some sort of marble-like game. Whatever the Cassian equivalent of Chinese checkers is, pretty much. Klaus,
I think that exists here.
yeah, but I don't think it'd be called Chinese checkers. It'd be more like
Zangli checkers, there you go.
Zangli checkers. Zangish. Alright, the administrator is sitting with a plate of vegetable stir-fry and a small tray of grilled salmon. He seems to be the one that's winning there. And the other two, Lupin, Nakaria, and Greycoat, seem to be just growling at him for his victory. His near victory.
Dakari's probably gonna wave at Nathaniel, who's going to wave back with a smile. Supposed smile.
And Bernardi and the administrator both turn around to notice you. And Bernardi is probably the first to speak up. And be like, "Ah, yes, my heroes. How are you today?"
Well rested, I would think.
That's good. The administrator speaks up. It's definitely
Kinda
good to
hung-
hear you in a good state. Unfortunately, we don't have much in the terms of breakfast. I'm sure Bernardi can explain that to you. We're going drinking! Yes.
I guess Anya will be
Drinking.
most pleased.
Yeah, where is
And then he
Anya,
pauses.
by the way?
Nathaniel then pauses and thinks, and remembers last night and goes, "Oh." Looks at the group, and then says, I'll go find out."
You're going to find out?
Yes, because the
do you
last
mind
time I saw her,
Do you mind if you stay a little bit? I'm trying to wait for everyone to wake up so I can debrief them.
well, wouldn't it be best if Anya was here as well, considering that she's not currently here?
I'm sure you can relay the information. I just need to get it out as quick as possible so we can get this work done. This is the first break I've had in a hot minute.
As you wish.
Don't worry, we'll find her. Come on. You, me, the bar. That's where she'll be at, right?
She was rather plastered last night, so that's the question of the day, isn't it?
Dwarf is never plastered enough.
This one was, I would think.
And he just kind of just stands up and he leans over to Nathaniel and gives him a thumbs up. I got you, don't you worry.
And then Nathaniel.
And then
quote, is gonna
Benassi
look
just
at
kind of
him.
stares at him and says, You could start by going the other way. Yes, I knew that.
How drunk is he?
Not more than the average.
So not as... So potential of being a help is rather low, I would think.
I would rather say he's tired more than he is drunk right now. But
Sorry.
I will check around and see what happens. I'm sure someone stumbling out of the manor couldn't have gone far.
You'd be surprised.
I'm sure I will.
Anyway,
Rakast,
please make
please
make sure she returns. I'd like to not have another crescent moon situation.
Very well. Rakast, you come over. And she points to the dark elf that keeps sitting in the corner, just staring menacingly at everyone. It's very quiet. She kind
Nathan
of just whispers in her ear. She nods.
Can I return the menacing look?
At her?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Sure.
Daniel's...
You do that.
Yeah.
Okay. She doesn't really respond. She's more like it's a menacing analysis, I suppose, of each group. She kind of whispers to the to this elvish-looking person's ear. She nods and walks off. And she turns over to Nate and says, "You will have Anya will be found." Death 3 is very good at her job.
Understood.
Anyways, we're going to go drinking. I'm sure administrator wants to talk to you. I do. Yes, thank you. Yes, we'll be going. If you want, yes, the administrator is the wolf.
Of course.
What? I thought I've described this. He's the one with the tight fitting uniform. Very conservative. Is wearing that cloak, that half cape. Has Tawaks written all over him. No tail. So he's still sitting there. Dakaria and Greycoat are also sitting there. It seems like another Lupin Fest. As Benessis follows out with Rakas to probably catch Bernardi before he falls. And it is just left with all of you. Is everyone getting up yet?
I'm in my room.
Alexandria's in your room. So aside from Anya, is that everyone?
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Where's Alexandria? What?
I said grr. I'm just in my room now. Waking up at my own pace.
And if you guys can get everyone ready, I'll give you the debriefing and hopefully you guys can find Anya.
Okay.
Yeah,
Are we gonna assume just Fleck is there, but not Tor?
Yeah, Fleck will be there, but not in person.
NPC.
Alright. Alright. Is everyone ready to grab some notes?
I want to grab some fish.
You take one of his salmon things?
Are there any side salmons?
Yeah, there's like a small tray of salmon.
I
Seems
take
as if
some
he
and I
cooked
put
the
it
food
under my
himself.
sack.
What?
I take some and I put it under my sack and eat it.
He kind of looks at you, knowing very well that you're an Arakakra.
Price.
He looks a bit uncomfortable.
That also grabs fish.
And we'll
Klaus just kind of pushes the thing of fish forward. You know.
Anyway, what is it you wish to talk to us about?
Guess you can have that, you two. Yeah, hold on. He whips out some paper. Now that you all formally have my trust, I must say that I'm not truly prepared for your actual task yet that I was supposed to give you, nor do I think that you guys truly are, especially. As administrator of Tawaks, it is my job to pinpoint and attack key behaviors that poorly impact the health and life expectancy of the region. I found 3 key things that really bring Folowski's life expectancy down. Hear me out here. First is Gerfel's poor education status. Secondly, monster frequency in Folowski being higher than average. And thirdly, the Arakakra attacks on the province. Now, if I have any hope of getting back to Lorenz's good side again, these issues have to be dealt with. Now, I'm pretty close to tackling the issues with Gerfel. Thank you so much on that, by the way. Now with the recent good news that the city is being... What?
I was gonna say, yes, be sure not to piss them off enough to lead another rebellion this time. He says, kind of joking.
Plan, actually. Awkward laughter. Now with the recent good news that the city is currently being secured, once again, thank you, by the way. You just don't know how much paperwork, stress, and grief you save me by doing that. Now, there's just one issue that has arisen between me and saving Gerfel. And you know our main shipping port in the region, right?
Well, can I roll history on that?
Nah, if you... Yeah, sure, you can roll history.
I didn't get that.
Alright. I guess Nate just kind of shrugs and he's like, Amor, the city Amur. Well, I just came to an important shipment that was supposed to come here around 6 months ago. Is people taking notes?
Yeah.
Well, I know...
I'm taking...
Alright. Well, I know Amur is known for being a notoriously slow and busy when it comes to these shipments, because everyone ships there. But it was supposed to be here 6 months ago. I ordered the whole shipment about a year ago, nearly when I entered the position. And it even had political priority from the city of Hawk. So I think there's something wrong here.
I would assume that someone recognized how important it was and took it. That would be the likely theory, anyway.
Or it could have gotten lost somewhere down there. It's incredibly odd considering the shipment itself. It's parts of infrastructure and materials needed to turn Gerfel into a safer place. Contain things like pre-made guardrails, mining equipment, and safety suits for the miners. Most importantly, it contained parts to build my ultimate plan here. A new education and recreational center. It was planned to sit right across from the headquarters.
So a lot of stone, a lot of technology, and a lot of...
They look like pre-built buildings, essentially. We were planning to freely educate the people there into safer standards in living so that uprisings wouldn't happen again. But I can't do that if I like the materials. I was hoping since...
And you need us to...
Yeah, you're rather intelligent people, right?
I was...
Yes. Proved that by single-handedly taking down a whole rebellion. Oh my lord.
Well, after you leave, when you get used to something like that.
I imagine you're good investigators. So, I mean, the two go hand in hand. I'll pay you all of you, even you. She points at the fucking sack bird. The same amount as last time for ensuring that the shipment is found and is on its way to Gerfel.
200 gold?
200 gold. And I'll even cover transportation costs this time around. When you guys are all finished preparing, I'm sure you need prepares from last time. Meet me at the airport.
Does that include Miss Anya Alexander?
Yes.
Whatever Hockey's character's name is, because I actually forgot. And Fleck.
This includes everyone. I need everyone at the airport when you're all ready. I have something to show all of you. A surprise, actually. Take all the time and preparation you need. I can wait for now.
All right.
But keep in mind, every day you wait is every day that the shipment spends being lost. And I need to find that now.
Understood.
Anyways, I feel like you all should be looking for Anya, so best of luck to you. I will finish half my breakfast. He gestures at the fish. Or he gestures at the stir fry and kind of waves away the fish.
And immediately leaves to look for Anya.
Alright.
Press does a silent thumbs up and nod.
Yes, you could take all the fish. Any questions? I guess Nate's gone, but I can help you with anything else if you need it.
Bryce shakes his head.
Actually, wait. Actually, thinking about it, N wouldn't do that, despite how much he wants. Because he wouldn't want to ask. He probably asked, "What do you know about the region that it was lost in?"
He's already gone, so I can't
I
ask
have an
that.
out of character question. How do you spell armor?
AMUR. It's a type of bird,
Ah, spell that right.
as always.
Okay.
Ah, spell that right.
Yes.
Well,
Set there. Alexandria, any questions? Or
No,
Alexa? No? That
he said
figures.
mouthful of
Figures. Alright, you can freely go then. I don't have any more resources I can give to you other than the ones already provided. I hear there's something interesting going on in the museum today, if you want to check that out. But I doubt that would help you any much. And with that, I'm going to switch over to Anya for a moment. Anya,
Yes.
your eyes kind of fade open after a long and arduous night of amazing things, by the way. And it's because of that is why I will probably record supplementals from now on. You wake up and your hands feel kind of what's the word for it? Gravelly. You take a deep breath and you smell dirt. Then your eyes open up and you're hugging a plant.
What kind of plant?
I don't know. It's a plant. Looks like a few tall leaves, maybe a bamboo plant of some sort.
Okay.
You're in a bed somewhere. Looks like the inn, maybe. It's hard to tell. And it looks like you were hugging this plant all night.
All night? Oh, my arm's tired?
You were a bit tired, but your arms don't feel super sore. It was a small plant. But why the fuck
Okay.
is there a plant in my bed? Why am I not even in my bed?
Right. How did I get here? Is there anything around me that can help me figure out what happened?
Roll perception.
I'll be right back. Hold on.
Okay.
There's a lot of smoke.
Come on. Okay, you said perception?
Hmm?
Okay. Where did I die?
He suffers.
How's a 15?
Yeah, you look around the room. This is clearly one of the running man inn's rooms. Even though you didn't
On
really
the
spend
what
much
room?
time in it. The
What
Running Man Inn. That
room?
was the first place where you first met Bernardi and Benassi.
Okay. Okay.
And
Is there
apparently you
anyone
spent a night
inside?
at the inn there, and aside from a stolen potted plant, nothing really messy in the room.
Okay. I get out of my room and go down. Go to the barkeep or whoever's at the bar.
Okay. While she does that, I want to know where everyone's going. So, Nate, where would you want to go? Do you have the map of Falcon?
Probably up there somewhere. Don't worry about it. I know where Nathaniel's going. He's gonna take their advice and probably check the nearest inn. And considering the fact that he only knows of one inn, he's gonna go to that one since it was the inn that he and Anya were at the first time they were here.
Okay, so which number are you going to? Oh, the numbers aren't there. Fuck.
I'm up at the one with numbers. Shit. near.
I didn't hear him.
Can you repeat that, dude?
Can I roll features to remember? Can I roll history to remember what features were near the end?
You sure can, actually. And you do know that you're at 1 right now. The manor is 1.
All right. All right. I rolled a. Give me a second. That's a. That's a
Sethnir,
13 by.
Price, where are you going?
I want to go to 6 and check the armory.
You going to 6?
There's an armory there, right?
You think so?
I'll check the armory at 6.
You're going to 6? Sethnir?
I think I follow Price. He doesn't
Alright.
really have anything he wants to do there.
So Sethnir and Price. What'd you say?
That's 17.
17? You knew that it was right next to some of the city walls. In a main area, main road.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna head over to 5.
5, okay. Alright, and Alexandria... Oh wait, he's not here, fuck. Alright, well, I guess I'll deal with that later then. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
I dealt with the smell.
So now going to the manor. Anya, as you're going down to talk to the barkeep, you go down and talk to him, okay? What were you going to ask him? He kind of looks at you and is like, "Oh, hello, you? Yes, I remember you." Anya? Oh, I disconnected.
Can you guys, yeah, he disconnected, it appears. Okay, disconnect and reconnect. Now you're connected.
Why is there a chair behind me? I wonder why I was having such a hard time.
Okay.
Hold on a minute, Anya.
Should we message him?
He's shifting some chords.
Voice connection is horrible.
Okay, what happened?
You said something and then cut out.
Oh yes, as Anya walks down the stairs, she walks down the stairs and goes to the barkeep, and he does seem to notice you. Kind of raises an eyebrow, but then goes back to cleaning some glasses.
Hey,
Oh, hello.
barkeeper dude.
Yes, me, barkeeper dude.
Do you know what happened last night?
He kind of scratches his head. I wasn't here on the shift, but I do know my friend Rick there. He was. He said you had a hard. You came in here with a plant, and you said that you needed a room for you and your boy Nathan, which I assume is the plant.
What?
Yes, or you and your boy Nate, I suppose. And he said he had a laugh about it, and then you punched him.
Ah, okay, that seems like me.
Yeah. Don't punch me, please. I kind of don't want that. Some guards came in, but you also came from the manor, so I assumed that meant something. You're with the Lord, and you kind of just waved some card around and got the guards to go away. So I don't. Yeah, that's pretty much what happened, I heard. After that, you kind of just went to bed, sad like.
Really sad.
Yeah, you said you were pretty sad about not getting arrested. I don't know.
Okay. Well, thank you.
You're welcome anytime. And just then, you turn around and you see coming in through the front door is the group from the manor: Bernardi, Benassi, and this weird, shady-looking assassin lady, and Rakost, the orc scholar.
Okay. Hey guys.
They kind of turn around and are very perplexed to notice that you're there, and they're like, Anya, is that you?
Yep, it's me.
Anya, hey!
Hey, what's up? How you doing?
He kind of comes over and tries to hug you. He's like, it's been good. How did you end up here?
Uh,
She got drunk, Bernardi.
Num num.
Well, I suppose while she does that, Price. Sethner, you're in Rukovsky Square. You took a little walk down the road and you're there. The ye old smissery.
I go into the armory, and when I go to the person and I say, "Is there a young miss here?"
He turns around and he sees you, and he's gonna roll perception to see if you're an Arakakra.
Do I have to roll deception? Or what?
I duck
You what?
under the doorway as it comes kind of straighten up and loom Price.
Because he's like twice my height.
Well, it doesn't matter because he immediately looks at Seth there and says,
Okay.
sorry, we're closed.
What are you talking about?
We're closed. Technical difficulties. I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
I just want some gloves.
I don't sell to you people. Sorry. It's just
I
that's
say
just
to
how
him,
policy
yes,
works.
you do.
You don't sell to lupins?
I don't sell to that. And he points at Sethner. And I definitely do not sell to someone with a bag on their head.
My situation.
That looks like the type of guy who's going to rob a store.
I have money.
And I got a panic button.
I have money. I just want to buy something.
I don't want a sack on my head. I don't want someone with a sack on their head in my store. I'm sorry. Now get out or I'll call the guards.
Just for having a sack on my head. I'm gonna look around for gloves real quick.
Real quick?
Yeah, let me look for gloves.
With the guy who said...
No, like I'm gonna scan with my eyes.
Alright, roll perception.
I'm not
Sethner, what are
gonna
you going
walk
to do?
over and...
I'll just kind of continue staring at the guard. The
That's a
shopkeeper.
nat one. Damn.
You didn't see anything.
Fine. If there are no gloves here, then I have no business.
Alright, Sethner, are you still going to stay?
I'm going to follow Price.
Is there any other arms here? Want me to roll history?
There are other ones, yeah, aside from the Smissery, but all the ones in Rukovsky Square, you feel like are kind of going to treat you the same way.
Okay, is there one that's in between 6 and 7 on the map?
Yes.
I'm gonna head to that one.
Which one is that?
Oh. I guess 4,
4.
if it's out of the numbers.
Okay. So while they're walking to 4, Cookie, back to you.
Yep.
Where did we leave you off at?
I was.
What?
I was talking to Bernardi, right?
Yeah. Did you hear what Bernardi said?
What'd he say? Remind me.
He kind of gave you a hug. It was like, where you been? How'd you end up here? And then Benassi chimes in. She says, she was drunk, Bernardi.
Yeah, it happens, but it's very.
It's rare.
Yes.
What did you drink again? If I had to
Last time
guess,
I
it was
remember was me having Mississippi Queen.
Mississippi Queen. And then when you say that, says it at the same time. She kind of rolls her head, rolls her eyes, and just face palms. Well, let that be a lesson to
I
you. Next
survived,
time, don't drink that again. Hopefully.
but I survived it before. I thought I could handle it.
Well, not many people can, honestly. I mean, look at Crescent Moon. Where's Crescent Moon? Haven't seen her for a hot minute.
Well, she can't hold her alcohol.
Literally anyone but the guy who makes that thing can hold that alcohol.
Wait, you know the guy?
Well, how else do you think we got this? Oh yes, the Iron Stomach. he was a guy, one of my favorite. He was a bit aggressive in his tone, but oh man, he knows how to make some good drinks. Very strong brewer.
Really?
Yeah, he actually comes from Flokia.
Huh.
Yeah, he lives in the mountains of Flokia. Lives in a place called the Iron Brewery? Iron Forge? Something iron, I'm sure. Guy loves iron. Probably could fucking eat it too. Now you're just getting
Oh.
overzealous. You meet that man, Banasi. You figure out that man can eat anything. He can eat your couch chairs.
I don't think it'd be rude to go up and see him, right? You know,
It's up to you.
maybe have a drink.
He's a very weird man to catch, though. You usually
I'm
just buy
weird.
things from someone who's been at his parties.
Parties, huh?
Yeah. Like me. Ha! Professional partier. Bernardy Rakovsky.
Would you throw another party anytime soon?
In Flokia, probably not. Benassi here is a pretty good mage, and last time I checked, that was banned. And I love my wife. You sure do, honey.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep. And then just then, Nate bursts in the door.
Do I see him?
Yeah, you see him. He's
Yeah,
going through
I'm
the
seeing.
indoors.
Nothing.
Oh, hey Nate, what's
Oh,
up? And she like waves over
if you
to
could
him.
pull off some in
Nathaniel
music
with red
or
eyes
some
is gonna
tavern music,
smile and
we're gonna be
in a
here
sigh of
for a
relief
hot
and way
minute.
back. Oh, Anya.
I guess you were looking for me, huh?
Well, just to make sure you were well. After last night, I had to be sure of that myself.
Hey Nate, how have you been, my dude?
I've been rather well.
Hey, we can all drink together, huh? And then Benassi just kind of tugs on him and says, I think they need some alone time. Yeah. He tugs him some more.
And he's gonna have a blank look on his face as he rolled a deception of 25.
Oh my god.
Okay.
As what he's like, just to make sure that he hides the fact that he does need to talk to her.
God, we need to skip. Wait,
So do they leave or?
yeah, we need to skip.
Can someone skip the music, please?
I got it. It requires a DM to do it anyway. There you go.
Alright, honey. Let's stop.
I should mention we're going to be here for a hot minute.
This is an hour.
So if you guys need to take a break and you're not Anya and Nate, do it now.
Okay, I'm gonna go get water.
Um,
I'm also
would
gonna
you like
just
to have a
grab
seat?
bolt.
He asked.
When you finish your water, I'm going to need
Probably
you.
motioning over to a booth since he prefers booths over any.
Yeah, sure. She go to the booth.
He walked over to him and said,
By the waterfall or by the platform? Remember, this is the Running Man in again. If you know what the first battlefield
"Water,
looked like. Okay,
water."
you're by the
He likes
waterfall.
the sound. He likes the sound of running water. Um, he then smiles and says, "So, what exactly do you remember from last night?"
Uh, Anya kind of blushes a little before looking away. I'd rather not talk about that.
Neither would I, but drunk you. And then he kind of, and then you see him kind of like think about it. He's like, would force be the right word? I don't think force is the right word. Where would it be then? Oblige? Yes, let's go with that. Obliges me to talk to you.
Obliged?
Yes.
Oh no, what did drunk me do last night?
Hmm?
I said, oh no, what did drunk me do last night?
Talk to a plant as if it were me for one?
I know that, but after that, I know I was still in the manor, right?
Um, uh, uh, Nathaniel's gonna kind of like look away as he coughs. Well, she. Nathan, would you like to take over for this? Oh no, you're on your own, buddy. Yeah, I'd rather leave this to you. Mm,
Oh no.
Um, let's just say that Anya got rather affectionate.
Okay, are we talking sexual or
Oh, heavens no. He immediately cuts. He's like, no, completely blushing. Actually, he's got a bit of a red tinge to him.
Aww.
oh okay, good. And then she's still blushing though. And she's like, oh, okay, well, what did we do? And then she's like hesitant.
Well, after I watched you talk to this plant for the entire time and proceed to talk to it as if it were me, and then fall on the ground, I walked over to help you up, and I believe in your dazed state you believe that I asked you if I believe in your dazed state you some way or another I think it was me that asked if you wanted to kiss and you proceeded to.
Oh no, are you serious?
I'm rather serious, actually.
Okay.
It was shocking. Rather nice at that. Oh, yeah, you heard that. You heard him.
He said it
He's,
was nice.
he mumbles under his breath. It was rather nice, but he didn't whisper it loud enough. I mean, low enough.
Okay, so when she hears that, she kind of like smiles a little, but she's still blushing. And she's like, okay. Well, I know drunk me was like, don't believe anything I say.
Yes, and also said that sober you wouldn't do what was needed. I think was the proper phrasing. As you poured all of your heart out to a plant, he says, kind of letting out a joke to lighten the mood.
Alright, yes, I know. At least drunk me is good in that part.
She is good at talking when she's actually coherent, but I rather prefer the sober one. He says.
Oh, me too, because being completely hammered is not great.
You'd think a hangover wouldn't affect you that much. You are a dwarf
It
after all.
does. Trust me, and I rarely get hangry.
Hmm. Understood.
And she like runs her hands through her hair and is like, alright, well, I guess we're a thing now, huh?
Oh, just like well then. Glad that didn't turn out awkwardly. He says, laughing slightly.
Nah, I know drunk me is actually sober me, but drunk. So she has been doing some things right. So I'm
So,
not going to push it.
so you, but with less reservations.
Yes.
Yes, that sounds about right. I'd hate to hear of her flirting, though.
Oh no, she's horrible and really horrible.
Oh, yes, and you're absolutely wonderful at flirting. He rolled a 10.
Against what?
He was trying to. Well, actually, no, he actually. Yeah, he rolled a 10 to deceive to say that you were rather good at flirting. He's just trying to hold back laughter.
Ha! You know my flirt skills are on point.
Really? He says, popping his head on an elbow.
Yeah, I got you, didn't I?
It didn't have anything to do with the fact. It rather didn't have to do with the fact that Nate has a habit of bloodlust.
Well, I mean, that's a bonus.
Hmm. I'm curious if it was just Nate or the rest of us.
Shh. And then she like puts her finger on his lips. Hush.
And those comments about Seth, and he says as he proceeds to go as he pops himself up on both elbows now, hands under his chin.
Harmless flirting. You know what that is.
I rather don't.
You don't know my harmless flirting technique?
I haven't. Well, considering the fact that I haven't seen you in 10 years, yes.
Okay, that's valid. Plus, I only flirted with him once.
Hmm.
It's fine. I was serious about you.
Understood then.
I don't know you should date me though. I'm kind of serious in terms of relationships.
That is. Hmm. I doubt there could be. Considering the amount of stuff I've dealt with, I doubt that's much of a challenge.
Okay,
No.
I can punch you though, and it
Hmm?
will hurt.
Remember the first time someone's punched me?
Okay, but on your punches,
I've met harder than you.
rude. And then she gets up, and before looking around, we actually have to go back to the manor, don't we?
We're supposed to get ready before heading back to the manor. Yes, we have another job, in fact.
Oh shit, I missed all of it, didn't I?
Yes. Don't worry. I kept notes.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yes, we're supposed to. Well, apparently there's something going on. We're going to be heading to the airship field to meet to meet up to head to where we're headed to. But I can't recall if we were supposed to meet at the manor beforehand.
It's fine. And then she
You know you're not.
looked at me.
You
What?
said you're not. Call you're
You
stepping
know,
it out.
yeah, you
Not.
know you're not supposed to. You feel like the administrator will head down there later today because he did say he was going to do some paperwork first.
Okay, so we just meet him there.
Ah,
Well then, I suppose, well then, I suppose I should leave you to get ready then, shouldn't I?
What? I don't look good already.
Hmm?
I said what? I don't look good already.
That is not what I meant, and you look rather amazing every day, he says as he stands up, crossing both arms behind his back.
Aw, Nathaniel.
Hmm.
You're a big old softy.
Yeah,
Anyway, I'd best go do what I have to do. I have to make my way over to the museum, in fact.
Where am I supposed to
actually,
go?
oh my
Well, for now,
Hello?
yeah, Carl?
Yeah.
While you guys are talking, you see two figures walk into the room.
Oh,
Wrong.
Their
Yeah.
pictures will be displayed for you in a moment.
Alright.
oh god.
1A,
Oh
not
god.
ski. Oh, for fuck's
A
sake.
pair of Lupins walk into the bar. Hello?
The second one who I think it is, Carl.
The second one may be who you think it is.
Why the fuck is he here? Out of character. Anyway, in character, Nathan's gonna take note of them.
The first one actually takes note of you. No, not you. It takes note of Nathan, and he kind of narrows his eyes and is like, "Is that you?"
I'm gonna roll history to see if I remember who the fuck this guy is.
It's his father.
That is a. Dang it, I hate having to go back and forth. Anyway, history. That is a 16.
A 16. You may not recognize this guy. I guess. I mean, there are not too many eye-patched Lupins that you've met in a hot minute. But you
And
look at him and give him a second look and roll perception.
that's a 15. Actually, yeah, that's 15.
All right, so you can notice one or two. Pick a number.
What?
What? What do you say?
1.
One?
One.
Okay, so you notice that this man is from the Justiciar Order, and you notice that the other one is a blood hunter. That can only mean great things.
And then he's gonna pause and say, "Just this year in a blood hunter, no." Oh, what did you two get into?
What's going on?
The eye-patched Lupin is looking over to Nate, then Anya, then Nate again. He's gonna roll insight on Nate. He rolled a 21. You mind telling me what Nate's thinking of him? The eye-patched Lupin?
Nate,
You recognize him from
Nathaniel
before, but you don't know
I
where.
do. That's what I'm thinking. I'm having a mental debate with all three of us, and I'm just like, does anyone remember who this guy is? I don't recall anything. What the hell did you two do?
You were one of the people who rescued me.
Nathaniel's immediately going to pause.
And then it hits you in Guildland when you were freeing Lupins. One of them did seem to be missing an eye.
You. How? And then Nathaniel's gonna be completely shocked and say, he's lost for words because he didn't exactly expect to meet someone that he saved here.
Oh, that's nice.
Halfnut kind of just steps in very supplely. Is like, oh, is this one of your old friends? Oh, one of your old friends. And he kind of brushes him off. Don't mind him. He's very horrible at everything he does. Pleasure to meet you.
Same to you. I don't believe I ever. Well, it would make sense that I wouldn't catch your name. I was busy fending off guards while you were escaping.
Yes, I do believe that is true.
What is your name, kind sir?
My name is Kazma Khan. And then it hits you again.
Uh-huh.
Isn't that one of the people who runs the fucking airship company?
Nathaniel kind of blanks for a moment, and he's like, and then he remembers, and then he's gonna remember the fact that he has a 130,000 gold bounty on his head. He's gonna pay. I'm gonna roll to see if
He's gonna roll insight to see if you immediately jump at that reaction.
And that's a 14.
22 insight.
Yeah, you can tell that he just freezes for a moment as he realizes that.
Is there something wrong?
No, nothing at all. I'm just surprised. I just remember the fact that I just remembered who you worked for, and I was rather shocked at that. Because
what do you mean?
It's taking a bit.
I'm a justiciar. I work for the Council of Magi.
Not. And then he simply says, "Yes, I keep forgetting that the council has been getting. I keep forgetting that the council has been accepting more and more Lupin these days. Rather shocking, to be honest. I don't exactly trust them that much." And That's a 24 on his deception to hide the fact that he thinks that he's a member of the to hide the fact that he thinks that he's a member of.
What?
Okay, he recognizes the name as owner of Airship Corporation, so he's kind of like, that's not what I'm thinking, but I'm gonna hide the fact that I'm thinking that.
Well,
So he rolled a 24 on deception.
okay. Anya, you know that name as well, but have-nots kind of probably preoccupying you right now. So where did you come from?
Do you really want to know?
I always want to know.
Nathaniel kind of.
Must say you are looking quite beautiful today.
Oh, I know. Thank you.
He gets closer, and you roll a Constitution save.
Me?
Yes, Nate, you too.
Gosh. Oh, 26.
That's a shit. That's a 21.
Well, Anya can deal with it, but this man fucking reeks. He smells horrible. Nate, you're forced to just move a little bit away, and then he just like, oh, I'm sorry, forgive my colleague. He likes smelling. This is why I got this. He whips out. He reaches into his shirt or his uniform and whips out perfume of some sort and sprays it at Have-Not. And he just goes, ah! All right, Have-Not. Now, what did I say about talking to girls? Sit at the bar right now, please. He seems kind of upset having not been. He was about to like touch Anya, and he kind of feels upset about not being able to do that.
Anne's happy about that.
You know, perfume makes the smell worse, right?
Well, it's as stray as whatever Have-Not's working on, and this is not really perfume. It's a neutralizer. He sticks it back. He sticks it back in his uniform.
Why not just get
As
some
I
of
said,
that?
it's a pleasure to meet both of you. You especially. And he kind of wants to reach in and hug Nate.
Nathaniel, I guess, is going to hug him back, but at the same time, kind of wary at the same time. He feigns that he is fully embracing him.
All right, roll deception on that. He's gonna roll insight.
A natural 20.
A natural?
Unnatural.
Oh, dirty 20. Okay.
Dirty 20.
He doesn't seem to notice. And what is it? The Kaz hugs you deeply, and he kind of just he kind of just holds you there and
Kinda
shakes
what?
you in his like I'm so grateful.
Disconnecting.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I put my hand off the tab button. He kind of just shakes you a little bit. And he's like, I'm so blessed that you did what you did.
Yes.
I cannot thank you and your friends' efforts enough.
Yes. I was especially happy after that day.
Roll insight.
That's an unnatural 20.
You don't notice. Oh well.
Okay.
Do you want any drinks? I'll pay for you if you wish.
In fact, I just talked to a friend and
What?
I'm good for drinks. I have stuff planned today.
You have things planned today. Oh,
Yes.
I'm quite eager to see what the great Nathaniel is up to nowadays.
Not as much as I was getting up to 10 years ago. I can tell you that much.
Oh, do tell, though.
I'm just a mercenary at this point. Just getting coin, helping people where I may.
A mercenary? Really? I could have imagined you were sitting on a pile of gold by this point.
Yes, I don't. I don't exactly work for coin all that much when it came to that respect. After all, there was no gold made from what I did earlier.
What do you mean?
Nothing.
He's gonna roll insight on that. He's gonna
I
fail.
rolled.
I mean, he rolled a 14.
Yeah, my guy rolled higher. He rolled a 24.
Okay, excuse me.
Out of character, he picked up on the fact that he didn't make any money off the Lupin rebellions like most Lupin did, but
I see. Well, I'm kind of here on official business from the Council of Magi. Apparently, I was told there was some sort of magical piece that we're supposed to be looking for. I'm mainly here to watch that thing. He points to Have Not. Oh, you don't need to watch me. I'm the beautiful one here. I'll get your things done.
yes. I'm rather sure. Wait, did you say magical piece?
Something of the sort. I don't really know the full details of it. You would have to ask that one for those.
What kind of magical piece?
Have no. Do you mind telling him what it is? Oh, he's gonna have to do good things to me for that information.
Nen's going to look at him and say, "Surely, sure." And and his eyes turn red as one personality takes over, and he says, I'm sure such a great blunder such as yourself could regale me with such fascinating tales from such an exciting life as yours." And he's rolling persuasion. That's a 26.
Gee.
Have not come. He gets out of his table and he slowly stumbles over to you, and then he kind of just. The smell is so overbearing.
I'm just going to hold that pleasant smile that I have, despite how much I want to gag.
He's gonna roll insight on that. That's advantage.
That's 27.
That wasn't advantageous. A 27? I guess he doesn't fucking notice because he's a dumbass.
Thank God for this character being a.
Because he rolled a 2 and a 4.
Oof!
Darn.
He stumbles over. He walks over to Nathan, and he's like really in your face right now, like inches. And he just kind of leans over here to your ear. And what was the last comment you said? Surely such a blunt hunter like you. And he leans over and he says, "Boy, you have no idea." What a horrible character.
Don't you?
I'm sure I
told me
can
something.
show you something if you like.
And it's gonna kind of like. and he's going to cock his head to the side and ask, "So what exactly?"
Oh my god.
He's gonna be slightly unnerved as
He's going to just
for the love of God.
continuously start patting at Nathan, and then he's like, "Oh, let me just show you." And then you hear, "Tss, tss, ah, ah!" as he's sprayed again by Kaz's neutralizer. Now, what did I say about talking to guys?
Oh my god.
And looks straight at
Guys,
him.
girls, they're the same thing.
Not really.
Anne's gonna look straight at Kaz while
What do you say?
while the other Lupin's now looking of what the flying.
Anne is gonna give a look of what the flying fuck it has.
Oh, as I said, forgive him. He seems to not have a understanding of personal boundaries. Yeah, you bet I don't.
Mm.
Personal boundaries don't mean anything when you're dead.
Weird.
Well, and then you hear Nate bite in. Well, he's not wrong there.
Hey, can we like go? She looks at Nate. It's getting weird.
Nathaniel nods and says, "Well, if you do not wish to tell, I will let you. Keep that secret
I'm
to yourself."
willing to tell. It's just, you gotta give me something back too, you know. I don't think he needs to give you anything, have not? I think you need to go and get your drink. That's what you are here for, correct? Oh, actually, they're both gonna roll persuasion against each other. Have not won.
Mm.
You don't tell me what to do, you dumbass fucking slave. You can't even do anything right.
Anne's gonna take particular. Is gonna twitch slightly at that and say, "I believe the kind sir asked you to sit down and take a drink."
What are you gonna do about that? Are you gonna stop me?
Just gives a polite smile and says, "Oh no, I'd rather not ruin this other fine establishment for one with such pointless violence." And then that smile falls, and then he looks up at him and says, "Besides, I destroy you utterly and entirely. Now sit down and take your drink." And this sounds nothing like Nate or Nathan as he just lets out this level of malevolence that has never been seen by Nathaniel before.
Nut.
Nut. Not starts laughing. Right. I'll tell you what. You can even throw the first punch, 'cause I ain't letting you get out of here.
First, and then he looks at his hand, and then he thinks about it. He says, "Punching is such uncivilized, though. Would you like to handle this, Nate?" Nope. This is all you." And he thinks about it. He says, "You know."
Well, before that happens, he starts spraying half knot, but it's not working. So Kazma just kind of just sticks out his hand and goes, "Hold!" And the cell forms around half knot.
Okay. Nate wasn't hiding this, but magic was glowing around his hands as he was staring at Havnot.
Of the cell just kind of forms around half knot, and he can't really move. It's like,
And he looks at him and,
fucking just occur.
and looks in a cage. For most of the time, I don't like Lupin in cages, but for you, and then he just gives a polite smile. I think it fits you to walk away.
Kazma, let me out of here. I want to kick his ass. There will be no ass kicking today. And then he kind of sprays him again. Now, if you stop, I will completely neutralize the stuff on you, and you will smell beautiful, and you will hate it. Now, as the polite man said, get a drink.
And then Em looks at Anya and says, Anya, dear, are you coming along?" He seems completely nice. Smile.
Oh hell yeah, I'm coming.
Kesma turns to you and says, "I apologize on my colleague's behalf. but I hope you two have a wonderful day.
Oh, same to you, Kazma.
You too.
Oh, and who is she? He points to
Hmm?
Anya. You never introduced me to your friend.
Oh. And then N looks at Anya, and he's gonna try and he's just gonna look at Anya, actually,
Just looking at me.
and he's gonna try and convey something through his eyes, like. So I don't know what to roll for that.
That's an insight
Or-
check for Anya.
Perception, maybe?
He's trying to
On-site
convey
check
with his
for Anya.
eyes.
Yeah.
Insight check.
Actually,
Hmm?
yeah, probably.
Wait, what the fuck's going on? Sorry.
Sorry, something in the back.
Okay.
I'm
Anyway,
still in my room.
Don't do it.
insight check would work.
Insight check onto what?
Anya would insight check Nate because Nate's trying to convey a message with his eyes.
Okay, gotcha.
How's a 10?
Yes. He seems to be slightly worried about something. Like he's like trying to persuade you to like to not do something, but you can't seem to figure out what he's referring to just by the way his eyes are.
She turns to Casma and is like, hello, I'm Anya. You are?
Nice to meet you, Anya.
An's gonna be turn around.
Nice to meet you, Anya. As I said to him, I'm Kazma Khan. I was one of the people your friend here saved. I am forever grateful. May
Oh,
Amador bless
really?
you both.
Where did he save you from?
I used to be. He kind of rolls up one of his sleeves to. I used to be. He kind of rolls up one of his sleeves to reveal a brand similar to the one Nathan had.
Can I roll insight to see if it is the same brand? In fact, because usually they have the same one.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's an unnatural 20.
Yeah.
So I rolled a
It
15
seems
again.
to have been cleaned up a bit. He seems to do a lot of reverse scarring, being a justiciar, being clean like that. But from this, yeah, it does seem like the same.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, I used to be like Nathan, but he had the strength to save us all, and from that I managed to clean up a much better life in his honor.
Oh, really nice.
Yes, you have a very good friend with you.
I do. And then Anya like winks at Nate.
He's gonna roll insight on that.
Wait, what'd you say?
How's a 26 sound?
Oh shit. Horniness.
I'm gonna see if Nate notices. Yeah, he noticed.
Anya, keep it in your pants.
And N's gonna slightly blush and go, yes.
Why?
I know exactly why, and I hate you, Car.
He notices, but he doesn't make any noticeable changes to his face as a result.
Darn.
He says, well, thank you for gracing me with your presence. May Amador bless your travels.
You too.
Same to you.
He bows slightly. And then Have-Not's just kind of gonna go on a rant, but I guess you guys are gonna leave before he goes to that. He's ranting about how Amador is not like some great god, that there's some sort of greater being.
That would be shocking.
Can I have tidbits of this conversation? Like, can I walk up and then pause and listen slightly to see who exactly he's talking about?
Yeah, he kind of goes, "Oh, you and your Amanor guy. I am tired of you talking about this damn Amanor guy. He's someone so much better than him. He's stronger, too. I can tell you what. I will shut the hell up. Thank you."
And then he's gonna walk away.
Have-Not is talking about Shard.
Hmm?
Have-Not is talking about Shard.
That
And then he looks at Anya and then he looks at Anya and says, "Well, that was an experience."
Yeah, I really thought you guys was gonna fight in there.
I was hoping to blast his ass through the wall with Eldritch Blast, he says, growling.
Oops, stop. We just started dating.
And then he's clearly not calming down. He's like, disgusting little shits. He's a lot more vehement than he usually is.
God, what a great
I'm gonna try
gosh,
and
what a
like
great
rub his fur.
character.
Let me rub his fur.
He's gonna roll a crit. He's gonna damn. I don't know what to respond to that with.
Anya is
Well, I guess it kind. Wait, where on him are you going to rub? Because he's wearing.
Huh?
Where are you gonna rub? In fact, because his arms are completely bandaged, so he has no fur peeking out of them.
What about his back?
He's wearing a cloak, but
I'm going to his clothes. Not that hard.
all right. He seems to jump for a moment and then slightly calm down as he looks away.
It's okay, Nate. Calm down.
All right, I will. He seems to not like being. You seem to notice for a moment that he doesn't like being called Nate for a moment.
Wait, which are you right now, Nate? Nathan.
And then he looks down at her and says, and then he looks at Annie. And then he looks away and says, any name will do, I suppose. And he's clearly he rolled a 16 on deception. If you want to roll against it to try and hide how he feels about.
So I roll insight.
Yeah.
Insight +1, right? 20.
Okay, he doesn't want to be called neither Nate or Nathan. Or Nathaniel, for that matter. He seems to not like any of those names.
Do you want me to call you something else?
I suppose in the vein of our naming scheme, you can call me. Ganeth looks away as he blushes and says, His name is N. I mean, my name, you may refer to me as N, I suppose. Considering that all the other names are taken, as a matter of fact.
Like the letter N?
Mm-hmm. He nods.
Okay, cool. It's not a problem.
And then he smiles and says, Thank you, Anya.
But it'd be kind of hot too. And
Well, as a matter of fact, I seem to be rather better at finally getting your affection than the other two.
what? Price and Sethnir?
And then he smiles and says, No, not those.
What? What do you say?
I'm just
He
wondering
says,
why the heck my character's name is being mentioned.
No, I'm referring to. It doesn't matter.
Okay then. Well, I guess we should go do whatever we're supposed to do.
Yes, I'm going to be heading to the museum, in fact, to get some things if you'd like to join me. In fact, I was going to head to the smith after this as well to work on my, and he motions to his katana. But if you'd like to join me, that'd be rather pleasant. So he's looking away, blushing.
Weapons.
He smiles and says, I know what pleases you then.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna go. Maybe you can make me another new weapon, huh? And then she like elbows him.
I'm sure that we can.
Yay! And she like jumps up and down.
And Bernard
And then
can
he
be heard in the
mutters something
distance.
under his breath.
About the same average.
What he say?
You're gonna have to roll perception for that. He rolled a nat 1, never mind. He says he rolled a nat fucking 1. Anyway, he said, God, this one's so cute.
Oh, nay. N. Sorry, N.
Fucking sap.
Big old soft. Let's go.
And then I guess they go off towards the museum. Well, actually,
Right.
I guess in this scenario, N would put his thing last since he wants to do what Anya needs first.
Alrighty.
She just like
While you guys go off and do that, time for a weather change. It's still sunny.
Weather change.
While that happens,
I might
all
as well
right.
come.
Now it's time for you two to take a break while the other three go off and do things.
The jerk squad rolls.
Okay.
All right.
Jerk squad. I'm not jerk.
Alex,
I'm a
or
jerk.
Hopkins, are you going to follow Jerk Squad?
No, I'm gonna do my own thing. I'm cool. Cool Kids
Alright.
Club.
Well, what are you
Okay,
doing
so-
then? Because I haven't talked to you like all session.
Well, I was writing notes from what I was talking.
What?
Hold on. I was talking with Fleck yesterday and I took some notes on what we talked about. And now I'm gonna go to the library
The library?
to look up something because something he said caught my attention.
The library. Okay. Where do you think the library is closest to? On the map.
Oh boy.
Do you want your... Actually, I got a question. Do you want to actually just have a supplemental with Roxy later?
Sure.
I mean, do you? Or would you rather play this on your own for now?
And that I'm probably gonna go down and look for somebody to talk to, get to know the group.
Jerk squad.
Wait, so what is he doing?
The jerk squad?
No, like, what did Pucky decide to do?
I'm gonna join the Jerk Squad.
Wait, you're joining Jerk Squad? Okay, so as you guys get out of the Rukovsky Square, you stumble upon the small kobold you guys met earlier.
The what?
The kobold. The small kobold that was with the administrator. I don't think you really caught his name or her name, but you do know that she was with the administrator earlier. And then she caught
And
you
Fleck.
two. Oh, you notice her. You know that she's a friend of Flex.
Is she approaching me?
Hey guys.
I don't
I
think she
walk up
really
to-
recognizes you. She knows that there's a giant Lupin. I guess she recognizes Seth near. She doesn't recognize Bird Bag Guy.
Okay, so what you see in front of you is a 4'8" creature with a sack and a robe on, with everything hidden except like the hands.
I look up at both of them. A little intimidated.
Yeah, and the other one's 9'7", I think.
Yeah, well,
I fall back when I look up at Seth near.
technically he's hunched over, so he's only half feet. So
That's still pretty tall.
yeah.
Hello.
Hi. What are you two doing out here?
I need to find some fingerless gloves.
I'm following him.
Gloves.
Oh, yeah.
Of the fingerless type. They'll be very, and
What
they need
about-
to be leather, sturdy things.
Sturdy. Huh. I wish I knew. I really don't have a need for such things. I lift up my hands and you can see my claws.
Hey, that's why they're fingerless.
True, I suppose.
Yeah. I'm
Any
gonna
luck?
start walking over to 7.
7.
Yeah, that's the area I'm walking to on the map.
You're going to 7?
Yeah, to find the
Alright.
blacksmith.
Do you mind if I accompany you guys?
Go ahead.
No.
Hey, that means we might bump into each other then, since we are heading to the blacksmith.
Oh, well, you guys, if you're heading to Rakovsky Square, we're already out of there.
I'm so many. What languages do Knowles?
Second. No, I'm just noting that because we're just heading to the blacksmith. That's what I know.
Okay, so you guys are heading to the square, or you guys are heading to 7, right?
And looking for, well,
Ah.
we're looking for an
Mhm.
armory or any sort of place that might sell leather gloves.
Roll perception.
That's a 29.
Which one of us?
Anyone who's walking, who's in Jerk Squad.
I rolled a 20.
You 20?
29. You notice that people are parting the way for you guys. They're very scared, especially by Bagbird's presence. And you know that a couple of feet behind you, or not a couple of feet, a couple tens of feet, like 50 feet behind you, there's a group of guards that are slowly trailing you. They're not, like, not super obvious that they're going to catch you or anything, they're just following you. You know, like a police
Am
car
I allowed
kind
to
of just
cast
following
magic?
you. What?
Am I allowed to use magic?
Well, do you
Like,
notice
as of right
this?
now?
Yeah, just make it not look suspicious.
Never mind. That would look way too suspicious. Never mind.
Okay, I'm gonna turn my sack head slightly and look over at the guards that are like 50, 100 feet away or whatever. And then I'm just gonna turn back and keep heading towards where I need to buy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you see me looking back, that might assist your perception a little bit, but I'm still heading to the place.
I
I
rolled a
rolled a
natural
15,
two.
by the way.
Natural what?
A 1.
I rolled a
are you?
natural 2.
Oh no.
Well, Price, do you have anything to tell Sethir? He doesn't seem to notice anything.
No, like I don't care about the guards, honestly.
Okay, so Sethir, you look like you're in a completely normal city where everyone cares about big fat Lupin like you. Except for that one store owner. He was a jerk. But that's beside the point.
We're Jerk Squad, it's fine.
Jerk squad.
Technically, this is really his first time in an actual real city. So,
Hey, I'm walking here.
Bad first impressions. Well, I mean, you were in Gerfel.
yeah, was that really a city that we spent time in, or just fought?
I mean, you spent time in it. You spent time in a crane.
Hmm.
But you spent time in it.
Yeah.
Doesn't count. That doesn't
Yeah.
count. Destruction of the city.
Hey, living in a crane is still living in the city.
Car, show
They
me the
didn't live in
leather
a
gloves.
crane.
What?
Show me
By
the
my knowledge,
fingerless
they
leather
didn't live in
gloves.
the crane.
The fingerless gloves? So you're going to 7, correct? You're walking down into what looks like some low lake-esque areas.
What
And
is?
you some like low class area. And you realize,
Oh, the
wait a
slums.
second. Roll history.
Okay. I believe that's a -1. That's a 5.
You don't really recognize where you're going, but you feel
I
like
rolled a 5.
you're going a way you went before.
Oh,
Yeah, what is this place?
And then after walking for a little bit, you kind of see a little, this cobblestone store made of some cobblestone. There's vines growing up it. Seems very naturalistic in design. And hanging out through this wooden sign, hanging by a branch, is a sign that says Luvitica's Apothecary. Or the Ravendale Apothecary, I think is what it's called.
You know what? Maybe this place has leather gloves. Let's check it out.
I follow behind him.
I sure can follow.
I enter the apothecary.
Play witchy woman.
What?
Play witchy woman.
Witchy woman?
Yes, Eagles, witchy woman.
I'll just type in witchy woman.
Oh.
Do instrumental so I don't get copyright.
Oh, thank you. Come here.
There it is. Her. What? She's got raven hair and ruby lips, and the sparks are flying from her fingertips. It's the grand Luvitica Ravendale.
Help me out with this.
What?
I don't know how to use the music chat.
It's working. Alright.
Okay, I'm gonna.
So she turns. What?
I'm gonna roll a. What's your charisma plus proficiency plus 8? I'm gonna roll a saving throw on her.
Okay.
Nah, just me.
Okay.
Roll it.
Okay. Not one. Literally.
What was the roll for?
Damn, the
A
rhythm like
charisma
jumped
saving
up
throw
100.
on.
What was the roll?
Luvitica.
Save? This is the hottest woman you've ever seen.
Oh no.
You
Oh,
are
no.
immediately enamored to just. You kind of just pull off your sack by just pure status? I don't know. What's the word for that? Pure hat. You just pull off your hat. And you kind of just give out a nervous caw. And she's just kind of like, hello to you too. I must say, I don't get Arakakra normally, but it is definitely a delight to meet one.
Price is just staring at her.
She's speaking in Aran.
Oh. Price just spends about a minute staring at her. And then after that passes, he's like, oh yes, I'm sure this place isn't visited too often.
Wait a second. Haven't I met you before?
I don't think so.
You're gonna roll a deception on that.
Okay. Wait, do I get advantage? Because
I'll
of
give
that
it to
feat
you.
I took?
I'll give it to you.
Because of that feat I took. What's my deception? It's +1. That's a 20, unnatural.
Unnatural 20?
Unnatural. Yeah, so 19 plus
Oh
1.
my god, you wouldn't have been able to beat this unless you got a nat 20.
So did I lose it?
She has a 24.
Okay. So she knows
Wait.
that I know about her and all that.
You do know about me. Where have we met? Is it on a beach somewhere?
I think, I don't know if I should talk about it that much.
Why? It can't be that wrong.
Can I roll another charisma saving throw on that?
Okay, you're gonna roll at disadvantage. Because you are
Well, that's
lustful for her right
a 5, and that's a nat, so it's a 5.
Oh well.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we met here before.
You did? Oh, here in the store?
Well, not really me, but we did meet here before in a way.
Ah, she smiles. I understand. It could be like that sometimes.
Yeah.
So, what are you here for again?
Do you have fingerless gloves?
I may be able to scavenge something up. I usually get things from local people. They give them to me. But would you like a little magical spin on it?
Oh yeah, I have a ton of stuff I want.
Well, seeing as you met me before, you probably know how I work.
Yeah. So are those gloves gonna cost the same thing as well?
All my items cost whatever you want to give. Except for coin. Get rid of the filthy things.
Okay, well, besides the gloves, I have one other thing, and I pull out the Nosk sickle, and I say, is it
A
possible?
Nosk? Is that a talon from a Nosk?
Yeah, I took it off of one after my party killed it.
Your partner?
Party.
Oh, come on. You surely could have helped in that.
I mean, yeah, I stabbed it a little bit, especially in its weak point.
You must
But
have been a very brave bird to fight it.
hmm
What?
That's what he does.
Light-
He chuckles oddly and then says, "Mm-hmm."
Well, I could do anything with that. What are you wanting to do with it?
I was wondering if you could make it into the form of a short sword for me.
Well, I can see what I can do about that. The best I could do, however, it's gonna take some metallurgy tools to form a hilt for it. I can turn it into a blade if you'd like, but it's going to need a hilt.
I have smithing tools with.
Oh, well, I'm glad you're good with those. Not the biggest fan of metal.
Okay, so there. So there's one last thing. Once you get me the leather gloves, I'd like them to be durable because I go out a lot. I was wondering if you could enchant those gloves for me to make my hands more fast and accurate in my attack.
Oh, my fair Akakra friend, whom I think I've met before. If you know me by well, you know very well enchanting is my favorite word.
Mm-hmm. So that would be 3 items, right? In total for the cost?
3 items.
I take out 2 moonstones and a char root. Will this be sufficient?
I'll take one of the moonstones and one of your char roots. You'll need to find something else.
Okay. I give her the. Wait a second. Oh, the moonstone is for. So, making the. This is out of character, by the way. So, the making the weapon and enchanting the gloves, right? Okay.
Weren't you gonna use that moonstone for something else, though?
I wanted to use it to try to enchant the weapon after it was made.
I think Fleck would really appreciate it if you kept the moonstone, just saying.
Okay, I'll keep the one. I know because she wants to make that thing that takes 2 of them. I'll keep the 1 moonstone and just go for the weapon and the enchanted glove.
Okay, so you're selling 1 moonstone and 1 char root.
For enchanted gloves and the Nosk short sword.
Alright, she's gonna roll to do the Nosk short sword with her
And I
herbalism
need to
tools.
assist with
With
my
her
smithing
weaving
tools.
tools, excuse me. What?
And I need to assist with my smithing tools.
No assist!
Okay.
I am a master of the art. That was. She may not be a master of the art. Actually, yes, you could come and help.
Yes, I will.
Roll aid.
Roll smithing. So that's proficiency plus strength.
Not smithing, weaving.
Weaving. What is weaving used?
Dexterity.
Oh,
And you're not proficient, so just your dex bonus.
That is a 14.
That ain't, and it's just enough for the two of you to just weave up what seems like a blade made out of the Nosk hide. Sorry, it's been a hot minute since I've used the weaving tools.
It's
also been a hot minute since I've been around someone as cute as you.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I gotta be honest with it at least.
I'm just giggling in the corner.
And Sethnir and Hopkins Alexandria are just watching that.
They're just watching all of it.
Yeah.
How are you two reacting to all of this?
I'm just gonna go window shopping, let him do his thing. I'm gonna see if they got any fingerless gloves.
Alright, yeah, you might find a few stores around here with some fingerless gloves, or just a few homeless people, honestly.
Homeless people.
Alright, while you go
gloves.
looking for that, you're gonna, well, you do look like a Tawix agent, so I think that's just a flat out, either performance or perception. Sethnir, what are you going to do?
He's just kind of looking around at the ingredients, but he's not really interested in anything in the shop.
Okay. All right, and you said what else did you want the enchantment for?
For some fingerless gloves
Ooh.
of my size, and I hold out my hand.
How does a natural 20
yes.
sound?
A natural 20?
Or-
You just straight up find
Yeah.
fingerless gloves. They just smack you in the face. You kind of just pokes your hand and wiggles her finger around it, and a fingerless glove forms around it. Seems to be made of some weird material.
Did she do both my hands?
Oh, come on now. 2 items for that. Those are 2 gloves.
You know, I'll go with the one glove for now, because I have some stuff. What? I have no idea what you're saying. You roll.
But what do I have to trade for
Execute
them?
glove. Oh, well, I had another thing I was thinking of.
Okay.
Okay, thank you for telling me that. You know, I did find something really special through pure luck on the ground,
Oh?
if you might like it.
Mm-hmm.
It's also kind of tasty.
Tasty.
Yeah, I take out a shiny pebble that tastes like salt.
Oh my god.
Giving me a pebble?
I mean, it's pretty special if you look at it.
Roll persuasion.
Okay, roll persuasion.
I want to eavesdrop on this one.
That's a 15 to persuade.
Yeah.
Car.
I wouldn't normally accept pebbles as payment, but from you, I guess I'll make an exception. Takes the pebble
You
and
cute.
places it cutely on the her stand, her bar stand.
What do
All
I
right,
roll
consider bring over the hand.
Yeah.
She kind of wiggles her fingers, and another glove kind of just forms around your hands. All right. And you wanted some enchantments, right?
Yeah. Yes.
So these gloves, they don't feel like they're made out of any leather material per se. They seem to be made out of some sort of wood, and it just kind of just wraps yourself around like vines. The your right hand, if you were to punch with your right hand, would also deal 1d4. What's the word for that? Radiant damage?
Okay.
And the one on the left. Let's roll for that one.
He just got
Oh, that's
fucking
a cursed one.
boxed.
Oh, what's the one on the left do?
If you punch someone, they gain 1 pound heavier.
Oh my god, punch. Fleck.
Okay.
Oh no.
Over and over again. Small fat boy.
So
I'll
those
take-
are your gloves.
Okay, I put them in my items.
Well, you can't. They're around you. You're wearing them.
I just put them there to like keep track of the data.
Oh, okay, cool. So, anything else?
Well, I actually do have one last thing now that I think about it.
Oh?
I am wondering, and I pull out an emerald. Would you accept this as a form of payment?
Phew. Roll persuasion. Roll persuader. With
That's
advantage.
a nat 1.
With
Advantage? Thank goodness.
Because, she's kind of feeling
11.
it. Yeah. You are sure darn I'm going to take that. I mean, yeah, I don't accept gold, but that really does go a long way.
I took it straight from the earth, so maybe that helps.
I appreciate a man who takes things straight from the earth.
Thank
Wow.
Okay,
Kiss.
Do it.
so
Do it. No one's looking.
Price
Do
is
it.
gonna
I'll
say,
turn
I was
around.
wondering if you could also enchant that blade from the Nos.
Yes, I sure can. She takes the emerald
Wait,
and...
I'd like to say one thing. I'd like her to try to draw out its natural essence, like the Nosk's essence,
What do you mean by that?
aka like necrotic or acid,
Alright.
or it can be cursed. What is it?
Or it could be cursed, which is exactly what it is.
It's a cursed blade.
So
blade.
this cursed blade will have a 1d100 chance of spawning a Nosk if
Oh
used.
god.
Okay, let me get that.
Oh my god, that sounds scary.
If it lands on the 100, it's a Nosk. It will also do 1 extra necrotic damage.
Okay.
Scary.
I rolled for high curse, not low curse. So you got high curse, not low curse.
Okay. And now I need to go get this.
So it's just the blade. It's like the knife tang. You need the full knife.
Thank you for your assistance, Leviticus.
Oh, and thank you. And are you working with the administrator?
Currently, yes.
How's he doing?
Well, he seems pretty shook. Not only from my presence, but just in general. I think the work's been getting to him.
Trust me, it's not the work. That's just you.
I mean, based on how he acts, I wouldn't be certain, but if you think so.
I know him too well. Know his type. Not the hugest fan.
Like a lot of people. They also don't like the sack either.
Well, no one likes a sack on your head.
I mean,
I think it's kind of cute, honestly, but
yeah.
everyone else will think you're probably trying to rob the store. So just a little advice for next time. If you're an Arakakra, at least prove to them that you are, not just a sack.
Prove to them that I am?
Yeah, I'm saying don't wear the sack.
But if I go out as this, won't something bad happen?
People won't like you, but she points at Sethnir. I don't think people already like you. Oh, by the way, you're pretty cute too. Just letting you know. She says to Sethnir.
Whoa, all the boys.
Yeah.
It's not every day I see the good type of Lupin. Well, that's a bit harsh to say, isn't it? I'm sorry. The tribal Lupin and Arakakra. Well, unless they're attacking the city.
Yeah.
Yes, my hunt has taken me a bit farther than I expected.
Yes, and it's made you well endowed too. Props to you. I can't get a good exercise these days.
Well, maybe you can get out some more later.
Oh, I always get out. It's just I don't go out hunting. I'm a mage. I do mage things.
Mm-hmm.
But perhaps you could show me sometime.
Yes.
I'd be delighted to hear it.
I would love to after I solve this issue. It seems that there's someone at the center of the conflict between the Arakakra and Torzokia.
Really?
Yes, they're called the Wolf-Scarred One, and I'm trying to figure out what's up with them.
Oh, is that what he calls himself these days?
I have no idea what he is.
We'll be seeing each other very soon, Price.
Are you good? Can I know about the Wolf-Scarred One, though?
Have a great day.
Oof.
She played hard to get.
Price could have got it. Price could have got it.
I took some notes just now. And it steals my book away for later.
And you too? Would you like anything? She points to Sethnir and Hopkins.
Stephanie would like to know how much 50 gold will enchant his axes for.
What?
He wants to know how much if he gets some enchantments for his axes for 50 gold.
No gold. Hate gold. Currency is useless.
I lean over to Sethnir and I kind of whisper, she wants natural things.
Oh.
Stephanie pauses, reaches through his sack and hands over a random things he's found on his hunt before being captured.
Wait a second. What class are you again? Blood Hunter. Would you have that
Yeah,
in your
Blood Hunter.
inventory? Do you have that in your inventory?
Uh,
Hmm. If you have a monster trophy, she'd be willing to accept it, but I think that's only from rangers.
It's not it's just random stuff he's found. He has no idea what it is. Just kind of random junk.
Well, if it's not in your items, I cannot accept it.
Yeah, okay. Yep.
So, unfortunately, if you don't have anything that you think you could trade with her, it's gonna be a no.
Jesus Christ.
I will.
I'm
Yeah.
okay, thank you though. Eep.
So, Seth there's not doing anything?
I don't think so.
I guess not.
I'm sorry, man.
Neither am I.
Yeah, she operates very weirdly, and neither is Hopkins. Alright, understandable.
Because I was just window shopping
So
and
where are you guys
eavesdropping
going?
and taking more notes.
Hey guys, do you want to come watch me forge this blade or the hilt for it?
Sure, I have nothing else better to do.
Okay. Stephanie?
Yeah, alright.
So I guess I'd roll this as a D100, and then a 10-0 is 100.
Looks like
Yep,
cars
10-0 is, if Price
so
ever rolls a
TK.
10-0 and Nosk spawns, so please do not roll that.
Oh my god, don't ever pull the blade out.
No,
Oh,
I'm
for
pulling it
fuck's
out.
sake.
I need that extra
No.
necrotic damage, dude.
Pull-out game is not
What?
strong.
Noxes are just
Levitica's
XP.
cursed
Stop.
weapons, ladies and gentlemen.
Noxes are just XP.
Can you put its
You have
description
In a milestone
as your
campaign.
pull-out game is not strong because a Nosk will appear?
Bring a Nosk into the city by attacking a training dummy.
Oh my
Oh no!
Dude, this has too much
Mom, look, it's a
potential. I'm literally a walking bomb. I can
It's
destroy
terrorists.
cities.
You've been a walking bomb this whole
Aw.
game.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Good job, Price.
Okay, I'm gonna go find a nice smithery to forge at. Wait, I
And
turn
then
to
a practice
Ludica,
ground.
as we're leaving, and I say, "Do you know any place I could go to forge this? Or out of character, can I just use my smithing tools wherever?"
I mean, oh, wait, yeah, you wouldn't be accepted as the mystery. Ooh, yeah, that's pretty tough.
Yeah.
I'm usually the only person who accepts Sarah Cocker around here. I could try to see. I'm sorry, I can't really think of anything. I guess what you could do is give your sword to someone else and have them do it for you. I'm afraid even the lowliest of people won't accept Arakakra. They're just too dangerous.
I feel like the sack would be better.
What?
I feel like the sack would be better.
And with the sack, they would think you're robbing the place.
I mean, potato.
What?
Oh my god!
Potato.
Yeah, at that point, it would just be that.
I'm gonna wear the
Fucking God.
sack. I like it.
It's become
I
home.
put the
I'm
sack on.
sorry. At least with the cute thing that's small, you could probably do it with her.
What?
She could probably go in and do the purchases for you. Kobolds are accepted here.
I turn over to
Tribal
Hopkins.
lupins, not so much. They're too feral and could be mistaken for werewolves. And, Arakakra, you know the situation.
I turn.
That's actually kind of insulted at the feral part.
I didn't mean feral to insult you. It's the term that is used for a well-endowed lupin these days.
Okay, I turn over to Hopkins and I say, "Hey, could you help me out?"
Sure. Might as well be useful.
Wow.
I just need you to go get a hilt made for this blade, and then I hand her the cursed Nosk blade. And then I'm
Take it with
gonna
my 2 fingers.
okay, and then I'm gonna hand you 50 gold. Okay.
Okay. I'll see if they'll get this done for you. Question
Thank you.
is the nearest one.
And me and the other dude will have to wait outside and far away, I'm guessing, which is kind of sad, but as long as my blade gets made.
Okay. Were you guys just at one?
Yes, but we got kicked out immediately.
Can you show me where that is?
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna show Hopkins the way to the Bukowski Square.
Okay, he points to a giant 6 on the map and says, "You go there."
Yeah, go to the
You are
sixth
here,
floor.
you go there. Okay. I'll be back.
Thank
Are you
I
not gonna
head over
follow?
to Area 6.
you. This is the Hopkins only quest.
Oh no. Hold on. My sister's here. I'll be right.
Okay.
All right.
I
While
will
that
force
happens, we're switching to Cookie and Nate. So
Okay.
you guys
Squad.
reach Rukovsky Square roughly around the same time these people reached Lufitica's place. And
Alright.
there it is. Rukovsky Square, home of the finest tools in Falcon.
Well, I'm going to see if I can find the blacksmith.
Yes, Missouri. Big, bold letters right in front of you.
That's over there, I guess.
Yeah, follow.
That's rather convenient now, isn't it?
I know, right? Weapon.
Ah, yes, my favorite customers. He kind of gives some finger guns at Nate and Anya. What's going on?
What's up?
Ah,
Okay.
still using that sword, I see. You know it's insured, right?
Oh yeah, I know.
100% Missouri satisfaction guarantee. You don't like it, turn it back. We'll give you a new one.
Got it.
Well, do you mind if we use your forge for a bit?
Use my forge?
Yes.
10 gold an hour.
It's probably taking less than an hour, but okay.
Wait, what's happening?
He has him 10 gold.
All right. Thank you for your time. It's yours for an hour.
And then
I'll take a break.
I already rolled for Nathan. So can I roll for Anya's? Actually, no. What does Anya want me to make her exactly?
Okay.
Probably another hand.
Switch out of witchy woman music and put in some typical fantasy music.
Oof, that's a
Okay.
actually that's good. That's a 23, I think, because that's a 17, and Nathan would take over for this. So it's a 23.
Okay.
Okay. So you make whatever it was you were making, because DCs for both of them were 15 and 20 respectively. So you get those.
All right, and then I kind of. I'm trying to think about what else he needs to make. And then he looks at Anya and says, "Do you need anything else?"
How much can you make?
I have an hour, apparently.
Don't want
What
to
do
be greedy.
You could never be greedy, he says, smiling.
Well, I guess. Could you make another javelin?
Alright. And this time Nate comes in and says, "Right on it," and he gives a wink. Oof, that one's a 17. No, yeah, 17.
Is it good?
Car.
That one's gonna be 1 durability point big, so that means you roll 1 nat 1 that will break.
Oof.
but otherwise it does your task.
Alright. He says, Javelin, at your service.
Thank you.
No problem.
Make yourself something.
And Demonic, are you here?
Baki?
Around this time, Baki would join because it would be roughly close to an hour.
Give me a...
Oh, it's Baki's phone.
Baki!
Okay, she was just adding the gold I gave her.
What?
She was adding the gold.
I was adding the total gold.
Okay. So, as you walk to the dispensery where Price told you to go, you hear some Lupin banging at some stuff. Bang, bang. And then he hands over this and is like, here you go, one javelin.
Oh? I looked
You cock
towards
your
the
head and
side.
you see Nate and Anya in the dispensery.
Ooh. I guess I'm gonna go walk over there. A bit curious.
Nate and Anya, you noticed that small kobold from earlier. You know, the one that was by the administrator?
Yeah. Ah, it's you. He gives a smile.
Hey there.
Hello.
Wait, what are you doing here?
Just smithing away.
I need my
see.
weapon.
Hello, Anya.
Hi.
Hello.
I'm sorry. I seem to have misplaced your name. What was it again? I apologize for that.
Oof. It's okay. It's not a very special name. It's Alice Hopkins.
Ah, I think that's a rather nice name.
Thank you, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I actually came to help Price out with the hilt.
Oh, Price, how?
To get him a hilt for his short sword. He's not having total luck.
And he couldn't do that himself?
He tried, didn't really work out too well.
Didn't work out in what regard?
People taking him in the store. It's fine though. I offered to help.
And frowns. Was this store included in that list?
I think so actually. I told him what the store he was last in. Well, I asked for it, and he said here.
Is Price here currently?
I don't think he followed me actually. He said it'd be better if he was a bit farther away so he can get this done with.
That just won't do now, will it?
Not really, no. But if he wants this done this way, I'm willing to help.
Well, I think I still have a piece of my hour left, so I could most likely do it.
Well, it's for, I think, I don't know what kind of short sword it is. I wasn't paying attention too well. I was doing shopping of my own, but, yeah. Just a hilt, regular one.
Alright. Let me just see this. And I guess Nathan's gonna take over at this point. Well, actually, no, Nate is, because he's better.
Go smithing.
Huh?
Go smithing.
That is a 19.
Dang.
Alright. You only have one durability point on that sword.
What's that mean?
If you roll a nat 1, you will expend a durability point. And if you're at 0, your sword breaks.
Oh, so I break it if I roll in that one?
Yeah.
Wait. Oh wait, never mind. Doesn't make sense.
Most weapons have 3 or 2.
But I can repair it.
But he did make the sword.
Same.
So,
And I
Could I
can
repair
repair
it with my smithing
weapons
tools?
and items.
Could I repair it with my smithing tools?
You could try to improve on it, but that would still require a forge. And he's out of minutes. What?
So does
He's got
mending.
magic to repair weapons, is what he said.
Oh, he's got mending? Mending could work.
You get
So if he were to break it, theoretically, you could use mending.
Could he mend it now to
Hold on.
increase durability? No.
because it would need to have been made already.
I'm back, ladies.
All right, gentleman. So you have a sword. The short sword, Nosk's, or the Nosk short sword tentacle thingy, does typical short sword stats, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's 1d6 plus
One.
strength, right?
Yeah, 1d6 plus 1 necrotic plus my dexterity.
Okay, I'm about to explain what it does in a moment. So it does that.
Wait, it's a short.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a short sword.
Wouldn't it be 1d? Oh, you did say 1d6. I said 1d4 for a second.
No, 1d6. All of that damage, instead of slashing, is necrotic.
Okay.
Whoa.
It also does the plus
That's pretty
1 additional necrotic damage. It's
Can it stack?
essentially a plus 1 short sword, but it's all necrotic. And it does the ability to summon Nosk.
I don't trust the sword. Wait, here's the thing I want to ask. Will we be notified, or will it just, like, happen without us knowing?
If Price rolls the die and it rolls the 100, that will happen.
Oof. Don't do it, man. I
I'm
don't want to
using this
die. I
weapon.
just got in the game.
What?
I'm using this weapon.
Oh my god. He's trying to
Better
kill
than the
us
one
all.
that makes your hair pink.
Good thing
I
I
mean,
have 4 different
is
characters to slaughter this guy.
Oh wait, he can't.
Oh, yeah, I forgot Nate has a fucking arm.
Oh, okay. Wait. Never mind. Doesn't make sense just yet. He would have to do something first.
So with that,
Oh wait. So Nate made the sword, or Nathaniel.
yep.
Do I give him the gold?
I mean, he's not working there. He didn't say you owed him anything. He just gave you the sword.
Ooh. Ooh. Alright, thank you.
No problem. There's no problem.
Not to give this to Price.
Tell him I said hello, and I can't wait to see him at the airship. At the
Okay.
airfield, anyway.
Oh, the airfield. Okay. See ya. Thank you so much.
And your hour's up.
Yep.
Anything else for you, good sir?
No, I think that'll be quite all. He says, being less polite, I guess, this time, since he knows that this guy is not exactly a fan of Aarakocra.
Roll insight on that.
Actually,
Wait, didn't I tell him though?
yeah, he told me.
Yeah,
I guess he
told
would
him.
have overheard that. So
Yeah,
look,
no, like
if what?
Like he told
No.
him, like
I literally told. I told him because I said that Price wasn't having any luck at any of the places in town.
Yeah. So would the shopkeeper have heard that? By the way.
just like he went to take the break, so I thought he left.
Yeah, he
True.
did. But it is possible he could have heard it, so I'm going to roll perception on it.
He's fat. To hear over his tummy.
What is your passive perception?
Me?
Whose?
You someone.
You do it. You do it.
The highest passive perception, I guess you guys got.
18.
18. Oh wait, no, it would be based on.
2.
Yours is 2? No. Passive perception. It's underneath your or passive wisdom. It's underneath all your stats.
Modifier.
Music is a mixture of electronic and hip hop. Release an album. Album is beloved by fans and critics alike. Start incorporating rock.
Like I said, it's 2.
So
Oh,
it's 12. So he would have heard something like that.
Hey Sarah from Caro Caro Bonito.
Mm.
So he kind of shrugs and it's just whatever.
And then gives a pleasant smile, obviously faking it, and then proceeds to leave.
Right then, you have a pleasant day.
Same to you.
Alright, so... Oh, another weather card will happen, and... Still sunny. As the thing... As it starts to turn from day into afternoon, more like a 4 or 5-ish o'clock. And, so Pocky's going to arrive with your short sword. And I guess at
Oh my God.
where are you?
Well, I guess since I'm done with all my business, I'm just gonna head over to the airfield and chill.
No, museum?
Without your sword?
Well, I mean, I thought you would go to the airfield too.
But I said I was heading over to where I just left you.
Oh, yes.
Okay, can I roll history on that?
Oh, yeah, you wouldn't remember.
Can I roll history on that?
Roll history on that, my dude.
That's a 6.
He totally forgot. He totally forgot. You ended up at Leviticus, and no one's there. You kind of like,
God fucking damn it. My legs are killing me. Ew.
Where are you gonna go now?
I'm gonna go to the airfield because that's what everyone's been talking about. It's the hot news.
Well, I guess while they do that, Nate and Anya, where are you gonna go?
And
What?
My character.
Get?
heading to the museum.
Museum.
And is heading to. Yeah.
I hate that it keeps cutting out like this.
Don't think he can hear you.
Hold on, I'm gonna turn on voice activity.
I said museum.
I might have to type it out for him.
No, you're fine. I was changing it to voice activity because Tab is starting to break my computer, and I don't like it.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
This isn't much.
But he asked if Anya wants. He asked if Anya wants to tag along.
All right. So Nate is going to the museum.
Sure, I'm not doing nothing.
All right.
All right. When they're going to the museum, I'm gonna have to ask you because, yeah, Seth there, Price, and Pocky, it's gonna be another long trip. So if you guys want to take a break, by all means, except for you. You are my slave. Play Clockwork Waltz, please.
Is it RWERK or ORK?
Just normal Clockwork. Not Car's stupid spelling of Clockwork.
Don't make me run my car into your house.
Don't make me run my car into your house. You
I
guys
will
arrive
agree. I
to
will
the
do it.
museum, and there's a small crowd of people surrounding it. It's kind of seeming to be guarded by a couple of these gold and black suited guards of some sort. Artificers, there you go, was the word.
Ah. En's gonna talk to Hawk and say, "Well, seems we might be able to get your scrap after."
Yeah, seems like
Oh,
a
yeah,
crowd of
it's
people,
chicken.
and they're all being kind of not allowed to get into the museum. There's kind of a lady there. You guys haven't been to the museum, so you haven't met her before.
Nope.
There's kind of a Zhang Li-esque looking woman who seems to be crossing her arms and scanning the group.
So I guess En's gonna try and see why they're not being let in.
So what are you doing?
Well, first, I guess I'm gonna try and listen in on everybody to see what they're talking about, to see why they're not being let in.
Yeah, roll some investigation.
Oh, that wouldn't be perception; it would be investigation.
Yeah, perception too. You can argue for that.
So that's 21. Yep, 21 because I rolled with advantage.
21.
First roll was a 7.
Cool beans. Yeah, you definitely hear some conversation about a Master Falari being here. Apparently, he's a really well-known guy. Big in the museum industry, I guess.
Well known in what regard exactly?
Seems to be the owner of the museums in Torzokia.
Ah,
And when you think about it, yeah, isn't that guy in control of the Tickreal antiquities and shit?
and pauses and decides to talk to Hawk and says, "Do you know of that name or?"
Hold on a moment.
Uh,
Carl Furry.
Good job, Car. Good job.
Destroy the DM after do it. Destroy him. To get off soon. It's like getting late. Around 11:40.
Sorry, everyone.
No, you're fine. I've been enjoying this a
Yeah, you're
lot.
fine.
That's you, Car. Don't mistake him for you. We could have started at 7.
Yeah, we could have started a 7 car.
Yeah, we could have
you-
started at 7 or 7:30.
Alright.
No, we'd have
Nah.
been there. We would have been here at 10 o'clock. Exactly. But with more stuff done.
I'm listening. I asked Hawk, "Hey, do you recognize that name at all?" Because thinking about it, if a man, did he come near your city at all? Possibly looking for Tickreal's scrap, maybe? I believe you mentioned a name similar back when Nathan and Nate first met you, when you were back in the, you know. Yeah? There's something wrong? Wait, well, Anne's gonna ask, I didn't mean to displease you. What's going on? Who, do you know this man, or? Nan kind of like pauses, and then Nathan and Nate both go, "Oh shit!" Okay, and then immediately Nate says, "Okay, none of y'all would be okay." Last time, wait, how many of them are Lupin actually? Unless any of y'all are from Guild, then I suggest you sit your asses down. Nate immediately yells out as he's annoyed at people taking his name, and that's what Nate's good at. So Nate has a +6 in intimidation. That's a 19. Yeah, Nate's blue eyes are burning in like annoyance at that, and N's like, "You could calm down a bit." Hell no! They took our fucking. They're trying to muscle in on our territory. That's gonna. Do I have to roll insight against that? That's a 16. Barely pass. And then N proceeds to take over and kind of fixes his collar and says, "Hmm. Uh-huh. Yeah. Ah. Insane? Okay. Oof, that's a 17. His int modifier is a +10.
Right. 30.
And then and he's kind of and then Hawk kind of Nathaniel kind of pauses and says, "Wait," and says, "You can understand that?" Oh wow.
Well,
That.
decide you so like, be an annoying 12-year-old. You can making me laugh. Still have a
Ah.
shit. Go home and play Minecraft.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, and then looks back at Anya. I suppose.
I mean, if you want.
Ends kind of like all of the Nathaniels are just kind of like put off by this, but they kind of walk forward. What do the people look like as we're walking towards the gate? And kind of shakes his head and says, "You could have warned us." He says to Hawk. That is what Tickriel sounds like. It sounds dreadful. Why does it sound? Then why does it sound like metal? Why does it sound like metal scraping on metal? And then inside of an echo chamber of 1,000 metal scraping on metal. I think the dwarves will like a word with you, he says, joking with them.
Oh yeah, so it's time to start.
Yep.
The most expensive card
So yeah, we walk in. I'm noticing how people are looking in shock, but just in case anyone tries something, I kind of like grab Anya's hand and like pull her close
Same with Orcus. They're joking.
as he's walking in.
Well, if you're running walls. If you're running Stargate, Joe, the second most expensive card is 4.
More than that, but yes, he
There's
says simply.
an ass ton of $2 to $5 cards. Hey, well, an ass ton of 2 to 7.
She says she said that she can come too,
So you have 3
and kind of smiles at that, and then walks in with her.
Yay.
Pot of Desires, which are around 2. Have
Hi, I'm Anya, and then she takes the hand.
I don't know how to put it. I don't like also then they
And kind of like is put on, and like keeping himself calm. He's just like, not strange at all.
we'll play some D&D. Game DVD versus that one versus
Okay.
Aw.
The number what?
So now remember.
So we should leave?
It just. I mean, I think we can trust them to not mention this, and even if they do mention it, we can just go, "Hey, your character doesn't know that."
We could just deafen the chat, and then when you guys are done, just say, "Okay, we're done."
I mean, I said it's up to them too, because I don't want to exclude.
Alright, then I'll go on Tumblr. Bye, boy.
Wait, Car.
Soy Tumblr.
For which me is the question? Oh, God. Okay. You know what? I'm fine with that. I'm fine with them hearing. I'm fine with them hearing. Yeah. I mean, you guys can choose not to listen if you want. I'm just giving you guys the option to if you want to.
I'm listening.
Alright.
No, I played A2. Guess which one?
Oh my God, no! Not that theme, Car. God damn you. Fuck! No, I'm about to cry when this is playing. Damn it!
What's he using?
He's using Stay from Interstellar.
Oh. Never watched.
You should, it's a good movie.
Yeah, I heard it is.
Okay, let's do this. God damn it, Car.
Oh yeah, I forgot I played King DDD, so I have fucking Batter Up with a Gordo. Or as I like to call it, Beat a Bit.
Say it again?
Fortnite to prove their points. Uh-huh. How the hell is it Fortnite? Because it's flat in Fortnite, so it's flat in real life.
Yes.
Actual argument or set?
No.
No, it's an actual argument.
Are you sure about it?
Yeah.
3/3.
What the Fortnite or the fucking
3/4, rather.
Twitter account.
Okay, she didn't parry, but she managed to shield my entire
Hawk?
fucking...
What are you doing there, buddy? Nate says as he's in their heads, he's kind of like looking over at him.
I thought that was an instant shield for what? Landing on somebody with the...
Ends like
Nah.
kind of a...
It knocks it low.
How's your what? Anya, come on. Is there any way she could... Is there a chance she would be willing? And then N looks back at Anya, and Hawk being worried makes N worried as a result as he looks back at her.
Does she see it? That's a real insight.
Oh no, he's not hiding it. He's actually worried. All three of them are worried as the normal eye color comes.
Anya's like, are you sure I'm his support dwarf?
So then, what is your character doing now?
Okay, well, she looks at him and,
He's working on his family's blacksmith.
I'm retired from
Mine did too.
and doing...
alright.
Mine retired and drank his family's
Alright.
blacksmith. Where he is one of the top 4
Nathaniel squeezes Anya's hand and then hands her gold and says, "See if you can get me see if there's any chance you can give me." He kind of whispers to her, "See if you can give me any six tick wheel scraps. I hope it won't take long."
Okay, I got it.
And then he kisses her cheek before he walks away. Before he walks into the office.
Oh.
So Anya now has Nate's 150 gold.
No, fuck you, Lee. Fucking bomb spammy bitch.
Alright.
Joking. I'm not good with them. It's fun as hell though.
And all three Nathaniels are immediately put off by this. Like, how? And then he looks back. Am I rolling to what? But there are no. And he looks around to see if there are any seats. He decides to. He sits down in one of the chairs, I guess. Kind of uncomfortable.
No, honestly, like, you really can't feel stuff on most competitive stages. It's really impressive. But you know, your street fight, so.
Yes, it's. And all three of the voices come out as I say, home. I'm sorry that happened. I remember what it was like seeing that as well, in a way. So, as he looks over the plains. And is really like is like really up for that because he knows what happens if he gives the book. And he asks, and Nathan asks Hawk, should we give him the book? And Nathan's gonna look at him and say, and he's gonna say, I don't I don't think I should hand this book over, to be quite honest. Because N is very fearful because the fact of the matter is he needs this book to stay alive. And then he looks at him and says, how did you... And then he pauses, and he says, who? And he says, wait, what are the eye colors? Can I roll history to remember what Foxnail said his brother's name was? That's a 17. And N's kind of like really messed up by this, and he simply asks, and he says, and he knows it's probably isn't a good idea, but then he asks, Calico? And, N's gonna like, N's going. How do I know that I won't die if I give you this? But I don't want to die, that is. He looks straight at him as he hardens. Because he's like, I have people out there waiting for me. I'm gonna roll insight. That's an unnatural 20. Like, I'm trying to see if I'm Oh god. So N's going to hesitantly pull out the book and he says, he's going and Nathan and Nate are gonna be like, I guess this is it? And they just both look at Fox and Neil and say, what are our chances exactly if we give him this? Who is he? So we're dead either way. N's going to I don't know. DC 10, here we go. 10 or less, he gives the book. 10 or more, he keeps it for himself. I mean, 11 or more, he keeps it for himself.
Car, I'm gonna go, okay? Okay. Good night.
Oh no, he rolled an 8, so he's gonna hand the book over. What happens to us? What did you... What did you... I can't... Why was he afraid of you? You took his inventions. What exactly? And then you hear 3 different voices. For Nate, you hear to live my own life. For Nathan, you hear to be whole again. And for N, you hear to keep Nate and Nathan in line. How young? Mom? Is it all 3 of us in there? And then oh god, in that case he's gonna smile and say, Mom, how are you? And then he kind of looks down at himself to see how young he is exactly. Oof. The last time, are we talking about like before she gave him away to the stages, or if it's when she gave him away to the stages, he was 14. Oh, and he says he sees the mark on his arm as if it's like because it's been rebranded because they had a habit that to make sure the fur didn't grow back over. And he says, "I'm back here." But I was. He kind of looks around. I kind of hug her back, still shocked as I look around. What do I see exactly? A noble family.
Oh, so you know you helped me. I can't carry on my ship by myself.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. And I say, it's good to see you again.
Because I can carry all this by myself.
And since this is Nathaniel back before all of that, he doesn't any ill will he harbors towards his mother is pretty much gone at this moment since it's Nathaniel, and he just kind of smiles as he's tearing up too. To what? I remember Nathaniel remembers hearing his mother screaming as he got taken as the guards came for one of his siblings, and instead he was the only one in that day because he'd finished his work early. And he was finished, and the guards grabbed him by the arms and took him away and hit his mother, in fact, to keep her in line as they dragged him towards his master's room. And kind of he sees Nathaniel was both scared but very enraged because he saw his mother get hit. He tries to claw at the guards, but they're wearing metal armor, so he can't do anything to them. Probably just marks it up a little bit as he's being dragged away. Probably got hit once to keep him in line. And he would have been dragged into the room, and he would have seen his master there with a woman, probably either his wife or one of his consorts. And the master was speaking very kindly to the boy, as of trying to get him to calm down for this, as the guards waited outside. So Noble was very kindly, but Nathaniel was having none of it as he tried to find a way to get out, and every time he tried, the noble or the wife got in his way, and eventually they tried to. Oh, okay. Wait. And he's kind of set off by that as he's being led closer to the noble who's like sitting on the bed, and he's very much not happy about this as he's trying to find a way out. And as soon as the noble puts his hands on him, he just snaps and he just goes feral and he goes right for the throat. And I'm guessing all three days are standing side by side as they're watching this, and they're like, and they're all three of them are kind of like watching as this defining moment happens. As Nate just as Nathaniel can taste it, he can taste the day, and he just he just pulls his mouth away, still biting down, and he remembers the ripping, remembers the feel of it tearing out from under his teeth as he just pulled away from the noble. Who? Nathaniel.
Remember this shit. You can't change it. Why would I change your mind? I know a lot of people who did. He takes the knife for the trash. Stabs it in your eye.
And
Well, if I'm not.
all three are just like wincing as they hear the screaming, and they're like, and En's like, enough. Because I bet all three of them can feel it too, and they're just like, stop it right now. What did you do to me? And stands completely enraged. That's not what. And all three of them are shaken as they all remember the day. They just remember the noble tearing out the noble soul. They don't remember the eye or the scar. They're like, that's that's not what. That's not what. No. No, I still have my eye. I would remember. And he's like holding his face as he's saying that. He feels the scar on his neck. He's like, I want to go. You have what you want. No, I want to leave. I want to... What? He's shaking as he sits back down, holding his face still. And all three of them do still feel hate for that day, and all of them have been seeking for some measure of it at some point, and they all say, and they weakly nod as they are agreeing to this.
Why the hell would they do that? That was like the only good thing about Miller.
What? Foxtail was what? Yes, and I promised to show him. And numbly nods and takes back the book. And when Nate and Nathan see Foxtail, Nate's going to immediately go and hug the dude. Fox? Fox, talk to me. What? He nods. I understand. And all three of their voices ring out at once. And it's gonna be all of them are gonna be confused by that as they see it. Okay. And nods and then pauses and says, we need 6 tick reel scraps for something. Nathaniel's gonna nod. And then he's going to say, good day to you, as he begins walking towards the door. He looks back. He's going to say nothing as he opens the door and walks out, closing it behind him.
Yeah. I was supposed to look for 6 tick reel scraps.
Mm-hmm.
Hello? Yeah. Do you have any Ticreal scraps? How much? Okay. I need 6, right?
That's all of Nathan's money that he gave you, 150.
For 25 gold pieces?
25, six scraps adds up to 150 pieces. 150 gold pieces anyway.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Well, Anya says oh, I need 6, please. All right. She gives her. Okay. Okay. Thank you. No, I'm good. Thanks. No. Uh, I guess I could try to go see what he's up to. I mean, where he is. I'm gonna go there, but I'm not going in. Oh, I can't stop. Sure. How's 22? I don't. Is there anyone outside the office? Okay. Well, Ian's like, no. You know what's happening in there? Kind of quiet. Oh. Okay. Could I go in? I mean, are you sure? I also am kind of important, you know. And Ian's like, let me in. I'm important. Oh shit. No, 13. Ah, so highly important. Please just let me in. I just really care about N, and I want to know if he's okay. I mean, can I just sit by the office? Okay, thank you. Thanks. She's just now. Man. You cut out there. What you say? I don't know. Maybe because I'm small and pudgy and I kick ass. Well, I don't know. It could be anything. And then she like hurries and gets up and hugs him.
He hugs her back, of course, very tightly.
Are you okay? It was really quiet over there.
Yeah, I'm fine. Were you able to get the typical scrap?
Yeah, I got some. And then she like holds up the box.
How much was it exactly? I hope I didn't force you to pay any with your own money.
Oh no, it was his right amount.
Huh. So all 150 are gone?
Yeah.
Alright. He doesn't seem very. He seems like he's just like going through the motions. Like he doesn't like he heard you say what amount, but he's not really like. But he's not really acknowledging how much that was, and he's like, I suppose we should get going then, shouldn't we? Don't want to leave don't want to leave those people out there waiting to go into the library. I mean, to go into the museum.
You're alright.
I'd just like to leave, is all. He gives a smile.
I like roll insight or no?
Oh, Roxy!
Roxy.
Hi.
You're gonna
I
have to listen.
know.
You need to listen to this session.
I know. It was so good.
No spoilers!
Hold on, I gotta turn down rhythm.
Yeah.
Yay. Oh man. It was so good. It was so
Stop!
good. It was sad. Sorry. I'm not saying anything. It was long and we accidentally booked in the front row instead of the back. So my eyes kind of got. I was tearing up, not because of emotional scenes. I would have. My eyes had already cried out because I was way too close to the screen.
Noted.
I look like a crack addict.
Oof.
I'm like pale. Sorry. I'm very sorry. I'm gonna mute.
So N is given a smile, but his eyes say, "I want to leave. Please let me leave." Oh no, it really doesn't. He's conveying in every way possible, "I want to go."
Okay, well she like takes his hand and leads him out of the museum.
All right. They leave. So I was thinking that N and Anya walk for a bit. Like obviously the goal should be the airfield, but N is just like walking catatonically.
Do you want to talk about what happened?
And when they're far enough away from the museum, and when he kind of like when they're far enough away from the museum, he kind of like keeps walking, and then he just collapses to his knees.
And oh my god, okay. And she runs to him.
And he just starts crying as just tears are just flowing out of his eyes, like and every eye and his eye colors keep rapidly changing. Like every part of him is just not happy. It's like you see blue, you see green, you see red, you see a mixture of all three and in between. As he's just crying, he can't make any, and he can't say anything.
Anya just hugs him really tight while rubbing his back.
He hugs her back, obviously, but he just keeps saying it. But then when he can finally say words, he just says over and over again, "I'm sorry, I'm sorry."
What's wrong? What happened?
Everything.
What did he talk about? What did he say?
And and all three of them just refuse to say anything about it.
And Anya looks at him. You know you can tell me things.
He nods, but he just can't. But he just shakes his head. He says, "You don't want to know what I saw in there."
Anya wants to press further, but she decides not to say anything. So she just hugs him.
He hugs her back, and when he's stable enough, he wipes his eyes and says, "We should get going to the airfield. The others are waiting for us."
Okay. Do you want me to carry you?
"I don't think you could," he says as he stands up.
What you mean? I'm strong enough. Try it.
And just kind of smiles weakly, and then takes her hand and just says, "Let's just go."
Seriously though, I want to carry you like a baby.
Maybe later.
Alrighty.
And then he looks at, and then he takes a few steps forward, and then he pauses, and then he looks at Anya, and he looks at Anya and says, "Anya,"
Yes.
and he just gives her like a kiss on the lips before he keeps walking.
Oh, Anya's like blushing.
Well, at least I did miss. Sorry.
Mhm.